So I posted this on Instagram. Your husband doesn't allow you to work. That's not marriage. That's control. And I meant every word. Immediately, a lot of women understood the message. But the men came swinging. But on Facebook, Instagram, even on Threads, I saw comments like, mind your business, you're destroying homes. A husband should lead his wife. Someone even said, this is why marriages of today fail. And the funny thing is, I wasn't dragging anybody. I was simply stating the truth. So let me clarify. This video is not about attacking men. This isn't about feminism versus culture. This is not even about who earns more. It's about control versus partnership. Now, before I delve into this video proper, there are 4 categories of women when it comes to chasing a career in marriage, right? Some women go into marriage with the mindset that, look, I'm here for the soft life. I don't want to work. I don't even want to bother myself with career or anything. I just want to enjoy marriage. I want to support my family. I want to be there for my children wholly. Yeah, just make motherhood your full personality and all that. And that's okay. That's fine. As long as that's what you want to do. Totally fine. There is this other set of women that go into marriage with the mindset that, you know what, I can already tell that pursuing a career and having kids can be daunting. So I want to take a break when I'm having kids and I want to focus more on, just having kids, bringing them up to a certain stage before I start chasing career. Totally fine. There are women that go into marriage and they have this conversation, like an agreement, mutual agreement with their partners. They agree that, you know what, this is how this is going to play out. Maybe the husband says, my job is very demanding. The wife actually sees the husband's job is very demanding, and they both mutually mutually agree that she is not going to chase career for now. She's going to be home for the kids, take care of the children while the husband works. And while doing that, the husband agrees that he's going to be supporting her financially, because whether we like it or not, a woman has needs. So the husband promises that he's going to support her financially, even her family, because of course you have to also think about the woman's family. Things like that. The husband is capable. He's agreed that this is what's going to happen while you sacrifice that time to take care of the children, because whether we like it or not, that's also a sacrifice for a woman who really wants to chase career. Now, there is this last category that really worries me, and that's a woman that goes into marriage. Maybe she's already used to working and she's that career driven, but she still wants marriage. Even her partner knows, even before marrying her, that this is a career woman. She wants to work. And then she goes into the marriage and the man suddenly says, no, you can't work. You have to choose between marriage or being in this marriage and your career. It's your responsibility to stay at home and take care of the children while I go to work. Even when the woman comes with her personal demands for money and all that, the man is nagging. You see, these are the set of women I'm talking about in this video. I just wanted to make that very clear. Now, let's delve into the video proper. Before we do, please hit that like button and subscribe, because I had to pack. I went to grab coffee. Let me show you guys. I went to grab coffee and then I was like, why don't I just address this? Because some people might be getting some misconception. And of course, Instagram, Facebook, these are like short form videos. And if I have a platform like this on YouTube, why don't I address it? More so because I have people in my DMs that fall into this 4th category. I will share that story in this video. I hope this video is not that long. It's not too long. So there are women who fall into this 4th category that are already in my DM, and I worry for them. So when you hear a woman say, my husband doesn't allow me to work, what she's describing is permission. And for all I know, 2 adults in a marriage don't need permission. They need conversation, collaboration, and respect. Now, let me tell you why this matters. Because so many women are suffering. And like I said earlier on, the moment I shared this content on my platform, so many people came in with their DMs. One of them gave me permission to share, and that's what I'm going to share with you guys. So many women are silently suffering in their marriages. Some women are financially trapped. They can't leave toxic relationships or marriages because they have no income of their own. Some women lose themselves. They pour into everyone else, children, husband, and forget their own purpose. Some women are controlled in the name of religion or culture, where one person decides their entire future. Some women are made to feel guilty for dreaming. Imagine being an adult that's gone through the four walls of primary school, secondary school, university, and someone tells you you're not allowed to work, even if you've not gone through the four walls of any university or whatever, but you want to get something doing with your hands. Imagine someone else telling you you're not allowed to do so. Now, from where I stand, that's not protection, that's captivity. As for me, my husband has never allowed me to work. I think most of you know my story. He supports my dreams. He respects my goals. He understands that I'm not his property. I am his partner. I'm an interior designer today because I chose it. I work because I want to. And above all, I maintain my home because I love my family. And not because someone permitted it. Do you get? A healthy marriage is when two adults lift each other and not cage each other. Now, don't go too far. I'm going to read this lady's story for you guys because I don't want it to look like I'm just, blabbing out of context. I will read her story and I want you guys to respond and maybe advise her because she is so open to ideas. I'm not one to advise people to just walk out of their marriage when things are not working the way they imagined or they thought it was going to work out, especially when it does not involve domestic violence and maybe infidelity. So in situations like this, I'm always very, very careful. And I also believe that there could be solution. You can actually work things out, hoping that the other partner is open to working things out, honestly. So while we're at it, let's talk solution, because this video is not about ranting. It's more about putting out value, helping someone who wants to hear this, helping women to open their eyes to what might seem like, oh, my husband loves me, he's protecting me. No, that could be captivity. So if you're in a marriage where your husband controls your ability to work, calmly ask him, because I know we women, our blood can boil. Trust me, my blood can boil. So, but calmly ask him, why does my progress threaten you? If that does not yield any solution, because some men can be a bit evasive because they know they don't have a tangible reason for not letting you work. They can be a bit evasive and like, why are you asking me that question? So just let it be. Another thing you can do, quietly start building financial independence. You can learn a skill, start something small, start content creation, just anything. There are a lot of things you can learn online. There are a lot of skills you can learn online, even if it means to edit videos for people or to do all this animation. There's a lot of options online. Just go on AI, make some inquiries. You can learn while the man is at work. You use some time to, equip yourself so that you can grab one skill for yourself. Do not abandon your identity. You are more than mommy and wife. Now, very important, watch for red flags. How you get to know that your husband is controlling you. He decides your future. He controls all the finances. He uses guilt or religion to keep you down. And most importantly, he gets angry when you express ambition. I always advise people in this situation to talk to someone safe, a mentor, an older woman who has experienced marriage, therapist, or a trusted friend. Or I feel the most secured ones would be like a therapist, an older woman who is not completely attached to your family, someone you can trust. I think we all know who we can trust, isn't it? Because not everyone can confront this alone. Remember, you can love your family and still have a life of your own. Now, before we progress, let me read this lady's story. I'm going to also put it on the screen here. Let me go to that story. I'm reading directly from my DM. I promised I was going to keep her anonymous, so I don't want her name or whatever out there. So she said, this post you just made is all about me. I didn't want to post this in the comment section because people might start checking out my page, which I don't want. I live outside Nigeria with my husband and I used to braid hair, but he stopped me from doing that, threatening to send me back to Nigeria. I got a job, but he said he's not ready to leave his job or look after the kids. He claims it's not his responsibility. I told him I would start working remotely and manage to get a job. but I couldn't meet the deadlines because I only work at night, which affects my sleep as I need to care for our kids during the day. I'm thinking about leaving my marriage. I made an attempt initially, but his family or his people said I am ungrateful after he suffered to take me out of Nigeria. I am tired, I am depressed, and I don't know what to do. Now, someone else sent me this message afterwards. The person said, "Good morning. Can this lady kindly send me a message? I'm able to relate with her situation and I'm in similar shoes with her. If it's okay to speak with her." Okay, now this is all I'm going to read because I don't want this video to be too long. I feel like we should just go straight to the point. Now, real talk with you, sis, because I'm believing that you're going to be watching this video. And for anybody in similar situation as this lady, sis, if no one has told you this, your dreams matter. Your growth matters. You deserve financial peace, not financial permission. And always remember that the right man will never dim your lights. So, I'm not here to break marriages. I'm here to build women, especially women that fall into the fourth category. Like I said, I have nothing against people that don't want to pursue a career. That's fine. People have different goals in life. But I know a lot of people that have made motherhood their personality and they're so happy about it. They're fulfilled. This video is not for you. I know a lot of women that, that have taken a break. I took a break as well when I had my kids. I wasn't working in Nigeria. I was actively schooling when I had my boys. But when we came to this country, my husband's job was so demanding. I had Kyra. I took a break. I was literally doing nothing for almost, 2 to 3 years because I was mostly at home. That was when I discovered that I loved creating content. And while at it, we bought a house and I discovered as well, because my husband gave me that freedom, right? I also discovered that I love interior design and that's where the passion grew from. So imagine that my husband was very controlling. Imagine that he's that kind of person that did not want me to do anything, right? And after I had nursed our daughter and I wanted to start searching for something, I even did a 1-year course in HR. So I'm HR certified, just that I chose not to pursue that career. These are things my husband supported me with when I was still nursing our daughter. I did all this from the comfort of my home. Now, when it was time for me to now work, I had to choose, do I want to pursue HR or do I want to pursue interior design as a whole? And I chose interior design. These were solely my decision. All I needed from him was support as my partner, as my husband. And that did not mean that I wasn't informing him or I wasn't discussing or I wasn't agreeing with him. For every step I took, I was always having that conversation with my husband to say, this is what I want to do. And then he'll be like, are you sure? Do you think you can do it? Are you capable? Okay, fine. I'll support you to any extent. So it wasn't me seeking permission. In fact, even the first job I took, if you guys can refer to that video, the first job I took that job without telling my husband. 5 hours trip. I took it without telling him because that's what I wanted to do. I knew that this is what I wanted. And because I know the kind of man I married, I knew that he's going to always support me. When he came back from work and I informed him and he was like, wow, are you kidding me? You took this. He saw that that's what I really wanted and he supported me and he even traveled with me to install that project. I also watched my dad support my mom to the level where she is. My dad sometimes would even stay up with my mom trying to help her with her project and everything. When my dad married my mom was just a secondary school leaver. And today my mom is a PhD holder. And today, my dad is planning to retire. His wife is still in service. So do you not think, like these men that stop their wives from, growing, from reaching their potentials, do you not think about when, God forbid, if something happens, you're not there, what happens to your children? Do you not also think about, ending up with a happy wife, because a happy wife breeds a happy home? Do you not think that even in future, whatever income this woman is earning, especially if you're married a good woman, do you not think that this woman is going to support the family and even help you as well? Because carrying financial burden of your wife family, your children, everybody can be a lot. Do you not think that you need that support from this woman? And before I even posted this, I asked this lady, I said, Why do you think your husband does not want you to work? Just because I wanted to understand the side he was coming from, because again, it still does not justify the permission part, but I wanted to hear why he didn't want her to work. After all, I don't live with them. And she goes, oh, I overheard him. Let me even open her response. I'm guessing that if I start working and earning, he won't be able to control me again. I've overheard him tell a friend this over a phone conversation. That's very narcissistic. That is a narcissistic man. That's all I can say. So in conclusion, I'm not here to break marriages. I'm here to build women. And if this video helps even one woman feel seen, then the trolling was worth it. And if you're a man, this video or this type of video triggers you, then you need therapy. You need therapy for the sake of your children, for the sake of your wife. I'm sure you have daughters and you will not want the same for your daughter. So you need therapy. This is not an attack on you. This is not an attack on any man that is going through this. It could be a background problem where you grew up in a family where maybe your mom was always challenging your dad and you felt, oh, because your mom had some money and all that. It could be a background problem. That's why I don't jump into judging these people. This is where therapy comes in. This is where you need to now have that conversation with your wife and say, okay, I get it. I might be wrong, but how do we now make sure this doesn't happen? Like, see somebody, talk to somebody. So please, those of you watching this video, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What would you advise this lady to do? For context, she's not in the UK, but she has always also said she's not in Nigeria. I don't want to disclose her location for her sake, okay? She's not in the UK, she's not in Nigeria, but she's abroad. So please, drop your suggestions in the comment section. She'll be reading. Share this with someone who needs it. And thank you for spending this moment with me, for listening to my rant this morning. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. I will see you guys in another video that is not a rant video. Stay fabulous. Bye.